Hey guys, what is up? AJGemau here, and today I'm going to be giving you a 500 subscriber special. Now, I just want to say first off, obviously, a massive thank you to you guys. You honestly cannot understand how much I appreciate you watching my videos, liking, commenting on them, subscribing to my channel. It is such a nice feeling. I feel so proud of myself when I put a video out, even if I only get like one view on the video. It's such a proud feeling that someone else has taken their time to sit down and watch something that you've created. So thank you again, guys. You honestly cannot understand how much I appreciate it. And hopefully you'll stick with me for the next 500. Now, before I start as well, I want to give a quick shout out to Cynical. I'll link him down below. He gave me a shout out on his channel, and honestly, he does such good content. I get a few people saying I'm quite like him, like in the commentary aspect. Not in the games we play, but in the commentary. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. I'll let you decide for yourself. But, giving him a massive shout out because he's awesome. He gave me a shout out. I got a lot of subscribers from it as well. And they're not dead subscribers either. You're all active. So again, you cannot understand how much I appreciate it. Second off, I want to give a big shout out to a guy called Unity HD. Now, I will link him down below. He's got two channels, so I'll link both of them. But his Unity HD is the one he does gaming, his actual gaming videos things on. He's the one who did my channel art, so my banner, my logo. Some people may have different ways of saying it. But if you like it, definitely go check him out. He's such a nice guy to talk to. Really talented, obviously, as you can tell. So go check him out. Now, into the actual video of what I'm going to be doing for my 500 subscribers. And that is some random facts about me. You've probably seen other YouTubers doing it, but I thought it was time as well. I wanted you guys to know me as a person. Not just someone who makes videos for you, but hopefully someone as well who, you're going to like as a person. You're going to get to know my personality and the things I like, stuff like that. So the first thing I'm going to say is my channel name. Now, a lot of you have actually commented. You've asked me on Twitter, Facebook, actually on some comment sections as well on my videos. What does my name actually mean? Now, AJ is obviously my name. Andrew James, my first and middle names. Then Gemau is Welsh. Now, for those of you who don't know, Wales is a part of the United Kingdom. We're separate to Scotland, Ireland and England, but we all fall under the United Kingdom. And obviously we speak English, but we also have our own language called Welsh, and Gemau is Welsh for games. Now, when I was coming up with this, I thought, oh well, I wanted something that's going to stand out. It's simple, hopefully people will remember because it's a bit different as well. But something that's unique, it's not going to be like someone that says, oh, my name is Bob Games or Bob Gaming. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I just wanted something that was going to be a bit different and a bit unique. My second random fact is going to be one of my biggest fears, and that is children's dolls. Now, we're not talking like Action Man dolls or, stuff like that, Barbie dolls, but like the old traditional type porcelain dolls. So an example would be either the horror film Annabelle. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that. I cannot stand watching that. And Chucky again. That's another big no-no. I will never watch Chucky. I remember watching a little bit of it when I was a kid, and maybe that's why I can't stand it, but that's one of my biggest fears anyway. My third point now is why I started YouTube. Now, I will do a proper video on this and how I make my videos and all that sort of thing. But I wanted to do something that is my hobby, because it is one of my hobbies. But I've always loved video games. Now, I know you get a lot of people saying they have passion for games and this, that and the other. But honestly, I've been playing games since I was 5 years old. Now, a lot of you may think, well, I've been doing that as well. But I'm 22 years old, so I've been playing games for 16, 17 years of my life. And I can honestly say I've never gone more than, I think, 3 weeks without playing a video game of some sort, either on a mobile, on my Game Boy, PSP, games consoles, on the PC or something in school. whenever I can, I'm always playing games of some sort. And on top of that, I've always loved art. Now, we're not talking again like painting faces and all that sort of thing, but it's always been a passion of mine for doing animation and like drawing cartoon characters. It's like when I was a kid, I was constantly drawing cartoons. I was always coming up with like designs and things like that and messing around. I'd always have like a notepad or something with me where I would just be drawing, you know, random crap, whatever it is. And I thought, you know what? It can't be that difficult. I mean, I was wrong, but I'm loving every minute of it. And I honestly, it's one of the best things I think I've ever chosen to do in my life. And I just thought, well, you know, you've seen other people doing it. If it don't go, you know, if it doesn't get me anywhere, it doesn't get me anywhere. But at least I've given it a go. You know, I've gone for it, you know, and then I can look back on it and say, you know what? Even if I get one person that subscribes to my channel and watches my videos, that is one person I've made happier. You know, that I've made them, you know, brightened up their day, or, you know, whatever it is something I've impacted on someone else. And it honestly, it makes you really proud every time. Even if you only get one view on something, it really does give you a proud feeling to think, oh, you know, I've made something and someone has actually taken their time to watch it. Right, now the fourth thing I want to say to you guys is, obviously I have GCSEs and A-levels, things like that, but I also have a university degree. Being 22, you know, I passed last year. My actual degree, now this has changed. First off, I wanted to do animation. Like I said, I've always loved that sort of thing. Then it went to architecture, again stemming with the art. But then it's something else I always loved in school, and that is doing geography. Now, it may not be for everyone, I admit, but learning about volcanoes and hurricanes and tsunamis, all that sort of thing, I find this so fascinating. So I actually have a degree in physical earth science, which basically is a fancy-ass way of saying geography, but it's not just geography. You know, it's got incorporates geology, chemistry, physics, biology, all that sort of thing, meteorology. And it's always something I've loved doing, so I thought I'd do it, and it's more likely I was going to get a job out of it, because doing a degree in geography, there's so many different skills you do learn. You know, there's so many different jobs you can take from it. So yeah, that's why I chose to do my degree in that anyway. Right, my fifth point I'm going to do for you guys is I hate psychological horror films. Now, we're not talking like horror films, sort of, what are we thinking, like Saw or Wolf Creek, Amityville Horror, you know, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, nothing like that. It's all like Insidious and Paranormal Activity. Things that basically it makes me think, oh shit, is that going to happen to me? Like, you see someone get pulled off their bed, I'll be laying in bed and I'll think, oh shit, I can feel something, or something like... I'm not really a superstitious person, but things like that, it just, I cannot stand, because my mind dwells on it too much. You know, I end up thinking, oh, hang on, is this real? You know, is this going to happen to me? Strange, I know, but that's just the way I am. Another random fact for you, now this one is completely random, is I absolutely hate Branston Pickle. Now, for those of you maybe Americans watching this, or abroad, don't know what it is, it's like a sort of a sauce, pickle sauce sort of thing. Because obviously it's put in a jar, and honestly, you open a jar of that within, I don't know, 5 feet of me, honestly, I will gag. It's that bad. It's just, I will just gag. I cannot stand it. It's horrible. You know, so please, if you ever do meet me in the future or anything, please do not come at me with a, you know, a jar of Branston Pickle and go, hey, look what I got for you, AJ. And then all of a sudden I go open it. Oh, this is a great present. You know, this sickle down your face. It ends up like an episode of Little Britain with like sick spewing out my mouth, covering the walls and everything. I cannot stand it. Please, please, please no. Another point is my first ever games console. Now, this was the PlayStation 1, which obviously has gone on to, I now have a PS2, PS3, PS4, Xbox 360. I play Gmod on my PC, but obviously it's not powerful enough to record it as well, which kind of sucks. But hopefully, you know, I can earn some money, things like that, and I can actually buy some proper, I say proper, better equipment to start doing it. But my PS1, honestly, I can say, even with playing on the PS3, PS4, PS1 still has some of the best days I think I've ever had, best memories of gaming in my entire life. Because I remember sitting down, coming home from school, I'd like stick in Crash Bandicoot. You know, you click on Spyro, Croc, Legend of the Gobbos, Medieval, Tekken 3, Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. Honestly, guys, if you haven't played those games, you know, you've missed out big time. I know a lot of people these days, they seem to think that graphics is all a game's about, or because the power of consoles and things like that. But honestly, guys, I cannot stress enough, the days of when you used to sit down and play Crash Bandicoot for hours on end, some of the best days of my life, honestly. And the last thing I want to say to you guys, sort of round this off, because I don't want to, you know, make this too long, is I actually have quite a lot of hobbies. Now, I don't do a lot of them anymore, or as much as I used to, because obviously being in university and things like that, it's gone on to doing things like that, and I've been studying and reading up on things and looking for work and all that sort of stuff. So I've never really had that much chance to do it as much as I used to. But I have, I know how to play the keyboard. I actually passed all 6 grades on the keyboard with distinctions and honours, which is like the highest levels you can get. I play the percussion or drums. Never really did any exams in it, but I learned the basics and things like that, and I had a drum kit in my room, which I had to get rid of, sadly, but hopefully in the future I'll be able to buy a new one, like a proper kit. I used to play that a lot. What else did I used to do? I used to play rugby. Love watching rugby on the TV. Love that. You know, Wales as well, international rugby starts. But what else I used to do? Swimming as well. Now this was something I think I started when I was about 5 years old, and I did it every Friday until I was about 16 or 17 years old. You know, I swam for clubs. I used to compete in galas and competitions, things like that. I've got medals, I've got, you know, what do you call it, like ribbons and things like that, badges and stuff. Now, I'm not trying to say, you know, big myself up to say I'm amazing at things, far from it. But I have always been quite an active child, you know. I was never, even though I used to love playing games, I was always out doing something else as well, like if it was around my friend's house. Golf as well. I used to have golfing lessons. That's another thing I used to do. I used to play tennis. There's so much stuff I used to do that I don't really do anymore. It kind of sucks. You know, I wish that I did carry on with some of it. But as well, being when I was a kid, I used to be extremely shy. I'm not the best now, you know. You may think watching these videos, commentary and things that, oh, he's not shy at all. You know, but if I meet people in person, meet them for the first time, you know, I sort of like, I'm a bit shy, I don't really know what to say sort of thing. Then after an hour or so, I'm like any other person, you know, get to know me and things like that. But when I was a kid, it used to be pretty bad, you know, I didn't, even though I did swimming and things like that, I would never really want to go out with those people, like, you know, doing things and stuff, because I didn't know what to say and all that sort of stuff. And with swimming, I was actually asked, it got to the point where, you know, going through developing through the clubs and things, I was actually got to the point of being asked to swim for my city in the under-16s bracket. Now my city, I live in Cardiff in Wales in the United Kingdom, and honestly that was such a massive honour to be asked for that. And now I look back on it thinking, you stupid idiot, you know, why didn't you do that? So honestly, if you guys ever you know, you're watching this and you do a lot of things like that and you're in two minds of doing it, just go for it, because honestly you don't want to live in the future of, you know, regretting things. And not to say I regret a lot of things in my life that I've done so far, but that definitely is one of them, and I wish I had carried on with it. been a bit more informative for you. You know, you've learnt some things about me as a person. If there is anything else, you know, I will be doing Q&As and things like that. For 1,000 subscribers, if I do get to that, I will be doing a gaming setup video, and I'll also like do some Q&As, you know, like ask me on Twitter and Facebook, things like that. Ask me whatever you want to. And for those as well, very recent to my channel, you know, obviously you may not know this, I do have a sort of schedule for putting out games. Mondays, I do is like a random Mondays, so it could be Surgeon Simulator, I could be doing some Call of Duty, Shadow of Mordor. I will be starting to do some Planet Side, Rocket League as well, which is a game that's just come out on the PS4. I'll be doing that as well. Tuesdays then is my Mortal Kombat videos, where I show off either the story mode, or I'll be showing off some DLC, or characters like that, whatever it is that comes out. And then on top of that as well, I may put something else out depending on, you know, if I put a short video out, something like that. Wednesdays, I generally don't put anything out because that's sort of my break in the week. But though sometimes if I've missed something on a Monday or a Tuesday, I'll get it out on the Wednesday. Thursdays is my Grand Theft Auto funny moment videos. I will be coming up with like some new series and things like that, keeping it fresh. Still doing what I'm doing now, but adding some more stuff to keep you guys entertained. And then Fridays, starting this week, is going to be my Witcher 3 gameplays. So it'd be like doing campaign or the story mode, some story missions, you know, what else we got? Basically all sort of things in Witcher 3, like going around messing around, story missions, side missions, whatever it is, you'll see that on there. And then Saturdays and Sundays, it's like my catch-up days again if I've missed anything. But also on top of that, if you guys haven't seen it, please go check them out. I apologise for the quality, because obviously I was using my iPad to film it, which isn't brilliant. But because I work in a charity shop 2 days a week, in my spare time, on top of making videos, I do sort of buy a lot of stuff in there, so DVDs, games, CDs, sometimes like clothes if they look new, things like that. I don't buy a lot of my clothes in there, maybe like 1 or 2 a month or something like that, like a pair of jeans, old stuff. But in these videos I showcase, you know, what I buy in there, just to give you guys an idea of, you know, what you can get in charity shops, or thrift shops as you may call them in America. And honestly, the quality of stuff on some of it is absolutely amazing. So I'd highly recommend go and check that out if you haven't done so already. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that like button down below to support my channel. Subscribe if you're new, you know, become a member of the Legion. That would be absolutely amazing. Thanks again. Like I said, you know, you cannot understand how much I appreciate you guys watching my content. So thanks again, guys. I'll leave this running now for the end of the match. Hope you have enjoyed some of the Mortal Kombat gameplay. Thought I'd do something a bit different. So it's actually the test your luck part of the game, if you're wondering what it is. And I shall catch you guys in my next video. out.